Welcome, guys. Sunday it is, and to be honest with you, we could have make it or break it one. We are really close to do a big thing, but if it's gonna be there, if not, that's gonna be really deciding one today as well. Why? Because there are a lot of things coming up. Bear with me. I need to do one more thing. I always forget is join. This freaking bot. There is one more second. I need to switch the bot on Discord. Always forget about it. And please stream in a second. Yes, cool. Stream. And we are live official right now. Cool. Awesome. So welcome again for the people of the MDX dashboard that's watching. And yeah, let's have a look if that's gonna be the make it or break it Sunday. I will be happy to see some momentum and some movement into it, but we are at a resistance still and for a while already. So there are two things that can happen. Let's have a look and break it down on the whole perspective of the market. VIX, as lovely I want to see it, we did break 17.3. So we mentioned last week, right? We did the high over here. We technically reversed quite quickly from it. And we broke the low that we settled in April the 17th, right? That's great. That's good. But there are some things that happening on the low time frame. We could reverse from it quite quickly. Sorry, I needed to sneeze. So if we're gonna look at a 4 hour, yes, we did break the low. That means we potentially aiming to reverse. So watch the daily open today, the Monday morning, when the market's gonna be live, because we could gap up and get into the high and then see some kind of reversal sign into the highs or breakout from it, right? If not, we're gonna aim to get into the lows at a 40. But there is a thing as well, because we are quite low already on the VIX, right? We are not at the highs that we are retracing. So the pullback is not going to be that dramatic and not that heavily for the market to have any kind of momentum into the highs. So this is a small pullback into the low that we settled in December, beginning of the year and the end of the last year. So we came quite a 4 months back at the lows. Now, technically, looking at this whole momentum, we did had a higher high over here. Then we broke that low, but after that, we did settle a higher high, official one. So we are still in a continuation of the uptrend. So technically, if we start to retrace into this, we are getting at the support, but we could potentially see some range or reversal sign. Be aware, right? There is not much to us for any kind of momentum for direction, right? I don't think we're going to do a big momentum move into the highs of 90K or even 100K, because then we seriously, we will find ourselves at VIX around the 10. The last time we've been there, it's been 2 years ago. So that's something that technically we are looking at right now, but we are kind of looking at momentum for the bear market. Now, the bear market, if we start to do reversal sign on VIX and we're going to get back at 36, 38-ish level, we will eventually break some lows on the market, and heavily. So that means we're going to have found ourselves somewhere below 60K or even below 55K. Okay, so make sure you are aware of that. So yeah, it's definitely for every single metric I'm going to show, it's going to be make it or break it right now from tomorrow. Why? Because we had a monthly open this week, and now we are aiming for the daily and weekly again. So, and we are still on the Bitcoin below February level. So yeah, it's still a lot of to deal with, right? Moving on, Dixie, and we got a really nice hold on the support again. So yeah, we did set the high over here, what we retraced quite heavily. We got the back test of that one, and we came back perfectly low. So if that's going to be the continuation, then yeah, we're going to aim for 99, but we could easily as well flow a little bit lower, because the whole support's been already tested. Then what you're going to aim for is around age 97-ish, or 96.9. Those are the two levels that still hold you, right? The oscillation still aims to go lower, but that could change quite quickly and easily. Don't get fooled about the oscillation on the metrics. Now, the most important stuff is still the whole total market tree, because we are still in the resistance. And even to be honest with you, we did form a new resistance quite well over here. So this is already the third overlapping one. And that's not something that you get really easy through, believe me, right? We are aiming to reverse or any sign for get to the upside. But what did we do is we had the low over here, we had a lower high, and then we technically settled a lower low with the wick, but not on the body. Still okay. But so far, what we are doing right now is underside retest of this whole structure. We didn't even get back at the high of it, right? So there is a lot of resistance, a lot of. Not something that you're easily gonna go through, believe me. So yeah, watch it. Gold still in this whole low volume downtrending pattern, right? So we technically holding on the support, but doesn't look good in any kind of way, just because you had this whole uptrend, lost, retest, lost. We didn't even come back to the underside retest, and now you are like in that whole low volume situation. So technically what you really want to do is get back at the low, have a proper hold on it, and then start to do a V bottoming situation. That's what you want for the gold. If not, we will get lower. That's easily said. Same thing for silver. Like those two are like hand in hand, exact the same behavior and even the same structure. Not much to say about it. But happy about the oil, because like I've been saying as well, like this is your highest high from last week or a couple weeks already. We did the underside retest of that one, a really nice one, and after that we broke this whole uptrend. So right now we had a really good retest of the 111, and we start to pulling back on it. So yeah, we want oil to get back at 60. Are we gonna get there? Let's see. But so far we technically aiming for it, and I think Stu is gonna be happy about it. But there we have it, right? That's the perfect Stu pocket. And it is, because we are failing, right? We are in a failing structure right now, and we are already confirming that this is a failing structure if we're gonna retrace and get below 94. That's your confirmation. Getting here is confirmation that this is the way that we're gonna follow, and we're gonna aim for an 84. Done. I'm gonna cover first the dominance, because we've been breaking out on dominance quite heavily from this whole resistance. We are settling a little bit more above the 4-hour swing failure over here, what we had, but we are still not close to getting above 61. So let's see, right? And the condition for that one already started to get divergence a little bit. So let's see how we're gonna cover it in like next week. If we start to dump on it, great. But there are two things that we need to happen, right? We need to dump on the dominance, but still the pressure for the Bitcoin need to get higher. So it means we still need to regain the whole resistance that we are in and go even around 80 or 90K for the alts to start to fly. But if Bitcoin start to retrace together with dominance, then yeah, everything's gonna go lower and a bit more steady sideways for a while. But yeah, it's a really nice push into the highs, into the resistance. But are we gonna break out from it and get higher into the 62? I don't see that. Stocks I might cover a little bit more later on, because there is one stock that pissed me off, and this is this one. But anyhow, this is way too fucking bloated, and you cannot make this shit up that this did like almost 100x from last year. So crazy stuff. It's crazy time that we are living in, that the memory is way too expensive. Anyhow, moving on the daily lookout for Bitcoin metrics. So we had a small drop off, and in this whole uptrend, right, into the resistance, we had a small retrace, but we didn't drop off quite heavily like we always do with the shorts. So there is something as well that is heavily pushed into the highs. That means anything right now, what we're gonna do is a small step to achieve to break out finally of this 79.9k, because that's still the resistance of February. So when I was saying like back in the like when we was somewhere over here that the February is gonna be really hard to flip, I meant really fucking hard to flip because we're struggling with it. We've been already 3 times at that level and we are still struggling. If it's gonna be today, let's see. The chance is there to break out from it, close it and retrace and do some damage to the downside. Why? Because we are still in an uptrend and we are still holding on the support. But we are squeezing into the highs. So we could, and this is, watch out for it because that's going to be quite dangerous. If we blast through it, we grab the liquidity and we reverse quite quickly. That's going to be a major failure because there is a lot of liquidity, because there are a lot of short stacking right now. And I'm one of them as well. But anyhow, there is still capital flow inflow of it, so that's good. But we had a small flip of it. It's not the biggest one, what we used to have it over here. So that started to decrease as well. Keep in mind. We have a small flip and we had a hidden divergence coming in on the daily one. So that technically already played out, right? Can still follow. By a small pullback on it and getting below 77, you will see a second reversal sign on the cash flow. So there is something to think about it as well, if that's happening. But yeah, we are really, really close. We are really tight and close to break out from it. Break out, get the liquidity, and then see how we're going to deal with it. Because if we do this, we break out, we settle in here, and we start to grind, we will go higher. But if you literally going to break out and retrace everything, it's done. I hope that's quite clear. Capital flow overall market is still quite high on Nasdaq, SPX, and Root. Bitcoin is a little bit more above the neutral line, so that's good, right? It's really good, but we are still far away from the all-time 60% into the high of it. PEX and silver retrace quite nicely below the neutral line. ETH is still struggling, and VIX and what's the name, Dixie are still quite high. So yeah, so overall high time frame, and this is something that people need to understand, high time frame, we are due for a pullback, right? Even after all of this momentum, yes, we are done. Why? Because first thing first, we are a little bit more aiming into the free falling of the no man land, like there is nothing, right? There is a lot of shorts stops above it, but there is not high liquidity. High liquidity is really below us, right? And that's as well said on the band, right? We are already like a couple weeks above the whole liquidity band. There's a lot of longs stacking below to be punished because there are a lot of longs to have a free ride on it, right? And we are already in like 20x's. Like we did kill the 20x's, so now it's like really low leverage liquidity left. So yeah, we're overdue. We could do one more big push to grab all of them, but that means we're gonna move into the orders. We see some potential spot sell-offs happening, small ones, nothing major, just small ones, right? It's most likely always the case. But then we do have into the 80k, around 81-ish k, some bids placed. And there are a lot of stops over here for shorts that are built up already quite heavily 3 times in this position. So yeah, we could punish them and take them out and then reverse. So my still aim, if we're gonna break out from it, is 80k or 81-ish, at least. Front run all of those bids. So yeah, that's the whole idea behind it. We could potentially do the liquidity grab right into the highs. Anyhow, let's move on the biddy and 4-hour game plan. So there, as you can see, there is a lot of red lines. Like there are if you want to break anything below us, there are 2 major levels. That's the daily, of course, previous one. or 1 hour 77.8. Break that or close anything below that, you're gonna aim to get retest of the March. We had a monthly open in May. We had this week the monthly open. We blast through it. That's good. That didn't even get retested. So be aware if you're gonna come back to it, fail from it, then it's done. But like I've been saying, that February level from freaking 4 months ago, it's been heavily resistance because we came already twice above that level and still fail it. And now for the third time, we're still struggling with it. And no matter what time frame you go, we still didn't close anything above that level afterwards. Right now, we are trying, and we still have 2 4-hour candles till this day is gonna close. So yeah, there's a lot of happening. Now, watch 79. If we're gonna pop that, that's gonna be a really heavy liquidity grab because there are a lot of short stacking here, and there is another one at 80k. Those two ones are the main ones that I'm looking at it. If I'm gonna reshort, I'm still in my short because I'm short from 79. So like I've been adding to that short like heavily already. I'm happy to be stopped out on it. It's a really tight stop loss, so I don't care. But then I will re-enter of those two. And if we start to really blast through and get into the 81, then yeah, that's gonna be my short. Why? I'm just front running all of the heavy liquidity, right? All of the heavy pockets. Yeah, we aiming to get like this. Like this, don't get me wrong, this is still altogether quite heavy, right? 2% move, it's nothing. And it can kill quite a lot of liquidity. But then it's gonna start to get thin out afterwards. But yeah, to the downside, like this is much more freaking appealing as well. But yeah, that's something for another day if we're gonna get there. But so far, yeah, 4 hour, like easy as that, you still didn't regain anything from the 22 of April. That's high. It's still the highest 4 hour that you technically need to regain. That's the highest swing, right? So yeah, we've been already like once over it. We closed it below. We didn't reach for the third time. The fourth time we got into that one, but then retraced fully. And now what? We're gonna try it again? Yeah, potentially. But still, we are at the resistance. Like guys, you still need to understand that we are at this freaking resistance. We didn't break out from it. We got into that, but we didn't break out. Right? Like that should be a really clean sign as well. And there's something else as well that I want to talk about it. What can potentially be happening? But overall, low time frame, or locally, this is the aim. Like break anything below the weekly or the daily, right? Close anything below that. You get at the maybe the previous daily because that's been already tested. If not, you start to get a 77. And that's the close or close anything below that. You will see potential some changes because that's the lowest close for 1 hour. Already, if 4 hours start to close, that's done. But then still on 1 hour, you could hold something. And after that, it's like, yeah, getting it back in May and even previous dailies and previous weeklies that are untested, structures that are freaking untested, fair value gaps that are not filled. So a lot of things to get you lower and lower. Right now, we are really heavily looking to push through it, but it's still quite quite not easy for it to get through. So imagine how hard this resistant is. And yeah, we are resistant. I'm gonna fucking long it. Sorry, short it. Well, that was a weird one. I'm gonna short it because we are resistant. When I start to long it, if and only if for the resistance size, like I said, my line in the sand is 78.7 because that's the February level. Breaking out from it, get back and hold that level as in going sideways for a couple days, and then we start to break. That's the aim that I'm gonna say like, okay, I will pull the small long on it. So far, we are the resistance. I don't care. On top of that, there is still overlapping order blocks. So yeah, that could change really easily as well. But yeah, there are there. We are getting into the band. Something to consider. So yeah, overall, still a lot of things can happen, and we could really easily get into that pull back, close, retracement. That, and if you're gonna have that, you're gonna see bearish divergence and bearish deviation on the high time frame. That's gonna be scary if you get that liquidity grab. There's no coming back from it. But yeah, still looking good, and I'm still in the position. I did add twice to it. Let's see. Right? I'm happy to be stopped out, and I'm fucking gonna re-enter. Believe me on that. Well, yeah, we might pop that. It would be nice to see that on the stream because we still have 2 4-hour candles to go into the daily, right? So yeah, daily this been closing above it, but still nothing above February. So how closer it is, it's starting to get really, really tight and squeezed. So we are in a really big squeeze potential right now. And then weekly wise, like this whole retracement of the candle is good, but watch it and like it's gonna be funny if they're gonna do that. Like they push all of this way here to wait all of this to the last moment to make it look like, oh, that's gonna be a good candle, but then they're gonna retrace and then gonna do like this fucking hammer, and we're gonna do that, right? Like yeah, that could be, but yeah, we've been already like in 5 months, sorry, 5 weeks in uptrend, basically on it. And then the monthly open, yeah, that was a good monthly, so potentially yeah, that could aim for higher, at least to get back at yearly. That's the resistance for the high time frame. Overall, yeah, still good. Still good to go higher. But yeah, let's see how we're gonna be deal with that. Token, yeah. So here, this is well something that you should like realize and know about it, because this is your higher high, right? Technically, this is like double top on it, right? Because yeah, on the wick it's a little bit more higher, but the body wise is a little bit lower. So I consider this as a higher high. This is lower high, right? That's how I consider it. After that, what did you do? Right? You broke this structure with this, and then you settled a new low low. Technically, on this low time frame, you are in broken structure. But then, yes, daily wise, you are holding on the whole support. So where did you change your character? Technically, you didn't yet. Why? Because yes, even you regain that, that's fine. But your high time frame stuff is here. We are not there yet. We've been testing it. So the next move could be go even higher because everything's been tested. Still need to happen first. See it. And then oscillation wise, we are already reversal signs happened. We have trend changes happened. We have reversal cash flow happened as well. And yeah, we are retesting the stuff. We are quite divergent, yeah, on it a little bit. 1 hour, yeah. See, 1 hour even heavier. So if this starts to turn around right now, and we're gonna see some reversal sign, yeah, that's gonna be the break of the whole momentum. But yeah, there is not much to talk about. We are still at resistance, and no matter what, I will short the resistance. Right? Like I say, watch it closely, because we could easily get at 80k and get all of this liquidity over here, all of that, all of those stops, everything here, get that. But then the second thing is how we're gonna be dealing with it. Also, as I said, we can get into it. What the? Why is this not get in? My God, why is this not working? Fuck. But the drawing tool is not working anymore on Kaitaka. Anyhow, you get my point. You get into that, retrace, close anything below the 78, and then you can just grab all of this small stuff. But I wanna say it because the freaking tool didn't work. Like get into that, 80k, retrace, close everything below, failure. That's if you get that. Ooh, that's no bueno. No bueno at all. Okay, overall, could get into this whole freaking liquidity. Same thing what we did over here. Right, you cannot see it anymore because that's quite long time history. But yeah, we could break out, take that, and do that failure. And then it's oof, technically we have been doing exact the same structure, but a little bit more stretch and a little more extended. Right, we had all of this run up, got this whole untested area. We went higher into the low stuff. We did regain everything, and then we decide like, oop. And believe me, over here we've been really close to regain even 100k. Right, to blast it a little more higher to get into this resistance. Boy, that would change the whole perspective, but we didn't. We went lower quite heavily. Can we do it again? Oh, hell yeah. Believe me, we can. I will see. Is there anything coming up next week? I don't think so. PMI opens, job was like, yes. Unemployment, yeah, that's gonna be a heavy one. Non-farm, yep, that's gonna be heavy. And then we have a month, a couple weeks later, end of May, housing. But yeah, still in a trappy situation, I guess, for some of the traders. But this is it. And like, as well, something to consider. Right now, we are in a quite good error position. Like 0.9, I take that no matter what. And that's already on 4 hour, right? Instead of aiming for fucking 2% or above 2%, or squeeze it even a little bit more, right? Make it much more tighter. Best RR what you can have right now. Risky, yeah, of course, but same thing for me. I'm from here, like this high. This I think it's gonna be somewhere over here, even so 0.5. Happy to be taken out on it. I don't give a shit if I'm gonna be stopped out on it. But that's right. The whole positioning yourself in the right spot. So yeah, already on capital flow, like I said, that was the highest peak, highest inflow, and now we are start to decrease on it. Price goes higher, yes, it does because it's still pushed higher, but the inflow is not there anymore. So when that start to get into the neutral line or below, we're done. Every single time we had that, we backtested every single high, and after that, what happened? So yeah. To be honest with you, I would be really happy if we're going to do that even higher to the fail and be done with it. Yeah. Much more. Yep. So yeah, overall, I'm going to skim through some alts because I'm going to keep it tight today. I have a meeting in a half hour, and today I have friends coming over to watch Formula One. Hype is a broken structure, right? We are losing the low already, and we are retesting the underside retest of the weekly open. So yeah, we are a little bit more in a broken structure. We did the whole underside high time frame. So yeah, potential for the pullback, definitely not hype. So I will look for a new ones around Q2, and if not June. That's the levels that I'm looking at right now. So I'm much more happy for it. If it's gonna go higher, that's fine, because then my spot's gonna take over. So I can take some more profit on it. Injective, same thing. We are kind of aiming to get that double double top or even triple already. Same thing as well. Resistance is there. So let's see if we're gonna break out from it. It would be cool to get a little bit more higher up into the 4.5-ish area, because it's still uptrending. So all good on that one. AVAX have some quiet time and really low volume as well, but it cooled off quite heavily on the metrics, and the the capital flow start to follow in. So Q2 is the place to hold. I don't want to see anything below that. But yeah, happy to buy it to get back at February. So yeah, still nice hold and really good hold. So it's not really losing that heavy on volume. Solana, same thing as AVAX. exact same thing. And like I said, they are lately they have quite the same structure wise as well. So yeah, really good to see that. Regain March will send you into the weekly. So I want to see that. Like Solana is gonna take over 86. Great. I'm gonna get into the 90 then. Fine. That's still in a nice uptrend. Yeah. Render. Render have a really nice movement. I didn't expect for the trade that's gonna play out that good. But yeah, I took a swing on it on 1.6 ish area, and we are already in almost 9% into the high. So first TP out, nice, and the next one's gonna be around yeah, $2 on the side readers of this structure. That's nice, nice bounce. So yeah, pretty good on it. I'm happy. So yeah, pretty struggling. Let's get into 80K. I think that's quite all from me this time. There's not much to talk about. It's quite quiet, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's gonna be waiting game right now because, like I said, the only thing what the quote unquote market makers are doing right now is to settle down on the weekly. This is the most important thing. So you're not gonna see, for example, right now 4 hour blasting off all the way here because then, like, yeah, if that's happened, then the whole trajectory of this whole momentum start to change, and we're gonna get back at 100K. But I don't see that because there is not that heavy of liquidity above it, be that juicy and that grabby. At least 80K and then 81. That's what I'm aiming for, stepwise. And this has well been like freaking so we can grind it into it, grind, grab another one, and then start maybe fail. Right? It's not something heavy built yet, not something like that, for example. Low volume. Cool. Daddy in here. Hello, Eagle. How you doing? Just do a quick walkthrough. The volume indicator? Which volume indicator do you mean? I don't have volume indicator. I think so. Miana, can you tell me which volume indicator do you mean? The normal one? I don't know. I don't have it, so I don't know where did you see that. Not sure where you saw that. No clue. Let me know which one you mean. Well, yeah, any questions so far? Let's blast this through 80K and go back down again, I guess. And then how is mine Trolloloro doing? Ooh, boy, oh boy. Jeez. Starting to get close to my TP. My first big TP. Awesome. I'm happy that I listened to this crazy guys too. How much is it already from his last entry? It's already 2x. Boy, it's 2x from his entry, and from my entry is nice, nice. But yeah, look at that. You wanna know where all the money of the market's going right now? I think you pretty much guessed it. Wait, is there anything? Oh, what the fuck? I want this. Ooh, that's a, that's a pretty little happy troll. But yeah, potential for reversal. So yeah, not be surprised about that. But like I said, this is 0.033 is the goal. Is the aim for it. Oh yeah, you had the 1x on it. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. Was you open currently 0.23? 2, 3. So you are somewhere around here. Yeah. Nice. Nice, man. I need to check mine. Let me have a look on my back. Where are you? I didn't do 1x on it, but I did buy spot, normal spot back on it, and DCing on it. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That's a decent number. Anyhow, let's do another. Yeah. Oh, it's only a half x. So yeah, we can do that 0.5 in one go. If we're gonna have that, you're not gonna hear me complaining about anything anymore. Okay. I think that's a pretty good deal. Ooh, that's nice. Nice. Yeah, put you fucking hell, what to say? Like, if you don't want to take profits, like, put you stop loss in break even, like high up. Right. So, for example, if it's gonna retrace over here, so yeah, you're gonna see some good profits on it. But yeah, like I said, if we close for here, then we're gonna blast it through because this is what we are right now, a little bit more expanded, right? In this whole shenanigans over here, close anything above previous high, done. And we are doing it right now. I mean, at least in 7 hours, we need to hold this for 7 hours. So yeah, push it more. And something to consider as well, we start to turn around of the high time frames bots and the cash flow on it, and even on the daily, right? Easy. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. Now follow up with Crow. If Crow is gonna do exactly the same thing end of the May, boy oh boy. And what I mean by that is this. So how many? 28 days left. You have 28 days to buy this, as low as it gets. That's gonna do 5x at least. Oh fuck. Yeah. I think it's time to retire. You guys don't need me anymore. You've been well taught. You know everything. I did my job. Time to go, right? Or not? I recently put this together. The squeeze momentum from Smurge used to look at 1 hour. It's looks a little bit more bumpy. What you mean? What you mean? We had a really good squeeze momentum over here as well. It's quickly starting to turn around on low time frame. Let's see. Pick up the eagle. Pick up. What you mean with every 1 hour it start to look legitimate. Oof. I mean, I did teach you everything that I know, so not you, but like everyone. I did do that. I didn't say something, but I did do everything what I know. So you don't need me anymore, I guess. So yeah, didn't lie about it. Yeah, overall, is there anything else to? What's one more? Did what the fuck is this? Did blast through. Get it? Grow. Let me go to daily. Deep. How is deep doing? It's been a while. I hate someone talking about that one. And by someone, I mean someone in the chat right now. Um. Oh, how is my freaking meme coin doing? Is this even alive? I feel like we are here like for a year in this whole fucking price action already. Is this doing something? Wait, what's... Yeah, it is. 3rd of May. Fucking hell, it feels like it's stuck or something, like weird. But this is like, be honest with you, this is totally not natural price action. Like, just to let you know, right? This is a okay natural price, but this is way not. They holding is by the way how much they hold this shit and try to not get volatile as a meme coin or something. Boy, this is like in billions. It cost that to sustain us this kind of price action. I don't have any interesting memes. Ooh, pengu. Pengu, pengu, pengu. Nice. Nice momentum. Hey, how's Eve doing, by the way? Wait, did regain? Oh, are you for fucking real? So wait, we did get that February perfect retest. We failed that. We broke the structure. Fail again. Fail again. Oh shit, that one it is in a bit broken structure already. So now you need to flip weekly to even get back again to February. Holy fuck! I didn't expect that because I remember I said some good things about it, and I guess it was some over here. I might stop doing that. Yeah, this what it is on the side retest of February. Done. What's BNB doing? Oh, okay. You hold it. Shit. That Q3, that's a quite important one. Yeah, that's already tested. That's tested. The only thing that's left is this. This is the only thing that's left. Did Q3 and gonna be golden because then you're gonna fucking skyrocket into this hip small pit stop, and then yearly it is. Flip yearly and fucking hell, that's gonna do some ballistic things. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I need to put off, because like I said last time, I had a plan to build a new server and a second PC, right? I think I said that some like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying those things because this bullshit did fucking another 40%. I'm not gonna fucking buy a memory card that fucking expensive. Like that, like, sorry, like, even if I can pay that, like, I don't care because, like, it goes, like, a little bit more against mine thoughts or, like, human fucking will. Like, it's, you cannot explain me why this shit is that kind of expensive. Just because fucking AI makes weird fucking videos non-stop about everything, or someone generate a fucking weird picture with animals talking or like changing things whatsoever they do with AI, I don't know, means that my fucking whole setup just went, instead a decent price, it went fucking almost 3.5x. Yeah, I'm not taking that. And this is not the only one. Like, fucking look at this. Like, either that one, like, somehow I can explain Nvidia and AMD, but like, bro, this from nothing, like, bro. And I understand they came up with the new engine, but still, like, it's not reasonable to be that fucking expensive, and especially this bullshit. That this company should even fucking die off because they make such a fucking shitty things, and they went like from nothing, fucking almost 1.5x. Yeah, bullshit. So I think I'm gonna put that project on the side for a couple of years. God damn it. Sometimes I really hate my thinking and plans. However, on the bright side, this might go even lower. And just to let you know, we technically settled a lower low on a daily, right? We didn't even fill this whole fucking gap. We are barely holding it right now. And the thing that I found out on it is that the weekly looks really, really rough with this whole pullback on it. And technically, it's now as well a break it or make it for it, but especially the monthly. A monthly pullback that I didn't realize it. Ooh, that's a juicy one. And we are starting to get in the cash flow negative outflow. So, yeah, this fucking can fly off. But yeah, like how much I fucking look at this makes me puke a bit. This is what it is. Everything is bloated, right? So are we gonna get this freaking AI bubble or whatsoever? Tech AI bubble, like I've been as well mentioning for so many times that everyone thinks that that's gonna be the Trump bubble. That's not gonna be. That's gonna be a AI and tech bubble. Gonna be close enough, but to be honest with you, kind of aiming for this. That RSI flip over here. So then look at that. We kind of get it. Mm. This what it is. This what it is. So yeah, guys, watch it. It's gonna be quite interesting weekly open. Yeah. And already you can see that there is some sell-offs happening on the spot. Small ones. So yeah, there. Here are there. Any questions? Anything from you guys? Mm, 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 mm. What do we have here? What you guys looking at? Any trades? Any setups? Spots? Leverage? Anything what you guys making money off? Every single time probably you are coming in, not saying hi even, by the way. And struggle of typing. You remind me on this. Nice. Yeah, you are in change of character already. Did break the structure, changing the character. So right now, for this whole freaking thing, only thing that's most important, I don't care anything about it till it's gonna be below or above a May. That's your main level. Done. Sorry, that should be daily low. Fuck my life. Daily low, I said. So that's your flip of resist RSI. And then start to blast. There's so much, things I didn't want you to. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure, mate. Let's say I believe you. um, what to look for? Every single thing is at a resist. Bitcoin, what's still like fucking hell? That liquidity grab, bro. It still didn't recover from it. Yeah, it had a perfect retest of February. Arrow. Oh, okay. Short on it. That's nice. That's a really good one, by the way. If you are short from somewhere over here over fail of the weekly, that's a good one because that was your SI flip. Get above June. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Really good. So right now, what you aim is losing the May, and that's gonna be rough because rarely there is a coin that lost May already, and Arrow is one of the first ones. So then you start to get into the February retest, right? I don't look at a yearly right now because that's been quite already heavy tested. But then technically this is your whole support right now. Previous weekly open. This is your support. Losing that, you're gonna get back at the Q2 because that's your RSI flip. What you did, but you didn't test it. So potentially, that would be perfect. Get something like that. Arrow. This doing? Is still alive? Yeah. Overall, not too bad. Not too shabby. Yeah. Watch it. Watch it. Okay. Scream at me. But yeah, I think that's gonna be quite all. What I want to mention. Not much anymore. I said quick one. It's still 1 hour. Why I'm always surprised about it. Um, yeah, it's still, guys. Like I said, like pop it, get into the 80-ish K, and if you see any reversal and you're gonna start to close anything even below February or below the 79.7, done. But break it and hold it. Yeah, we're gonna change some character and definitely gonna break the structure. Yeah, it's a start off. Then get into the underside readers of yearly. That's the next aim if we're gonna do that. If not, then 82 is gonna be the highest one just because there is not much liquidity above that. Right? To grind the liquidity, you need to do something like this, come back and hold February for a couple of days of not weeks, and then do that. Because then you're gonna have like the third drive up, right? So one, two, second one, third, and then you're gonna do that shenanigans. Yeah, so far we are still at resistance, guys. But yeah, if you want the tight short, like I always take this, and I did, right? I'm still from somewhere over here. I'm even like 0.4% or 5% and to check on it. But yeah, I take that, and I'm happy to be stopped out. I'm gonna fucking reshort it. So yeah, good stuff. Gucci, Gucci. I think you all are okay with that as well. So if there are no questions, thank you very much. Love you all, and I will see you Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. 6th. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, there is nothing planned on Wednesday for me. So yeah, cool, cool, cool. All right. Have a good one. See ya. Bye bye.